Wow, look at that view. It's just super wide. They were not kidding about the 180 degree. Okay, oh, damn, 180 degrees. You can you can see everything. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be testing the BOTSLAB Video Doorbell 2 Pro. So this doorbell is $150 at the time of this recording, and it also has a $50 coupon, so you can get it for around $100. I guess that's a pretty good deal for a doorbell. So this thing is a 5 megapixel camera. It has a 180 degree wide angle vision, and it has a 6400 milliamp battery, and it also comes with this 32 gigabytes of local storage. It's actually pretty nice. They included the SD card because not many brands do that. So the difference that this doorbell has is a 180 degree vertical view and also 180 degree horizontal view. So it's going to give you the full view of whatever is happening in front of your door. So let's open the box and see what we have inside, and we're going to install it and put it to the test. So we have a bunch of paperwork and manual, so that's good for the installation. So there's a SIM card tool in the box. I'm not sure if it uses the SIM card. I'm gonna find out. So we have a bunch of screws for installation, USB Type-C to USB Type-A cable, I'm assuming for charging, and a bunch of other wires for wiring, I guess. We're gonna find it out soon. So I'm guessing this is the wireless access point that we install inside the house. It has these two little antennas, and also in the back we have a speaker. So it's pretty much gonna be the chime as well. So if someone rings the bell, it's gonna chime, or maybe you can talk. I don't see a microphone, so we're gonna find out how's that gonna work. There is a lock and unlock mechanism in the back. I'm not sure why. Okay. So we can remove this plug, and I'm not sure why is that. Maybe we can hardwire it somewhere, but that's an option. And on top of that, it has a link button. All right, so in the box we have two brackets for installing the doorbell. One of them is actually tilted, so you can pretty much install it on the side. So it's gonna be facing towards like a covering in front of the door. And this one, you can use it to install it directly on your door. I like that we have those options because I don't really want to put something on the door. I like it to be on the side. And finally, we have the doorbell itself. Let me just remove these. Okay, this is the first look of this camera. To be honest, it actually looks pretty cool. It has a really huge lens. The lens is super wide. That's why it covers everything in front of the camera. The wider, the better. And I'm guessing this is a motion sensor at the bottom. And we have a button for ringing the doorbell. On the side, we have a USB Type-C port for charging. At the bottom, we have the speaker. So we pretty much have a two-way audio. So we can talk to the person in front of the doorbell. We can communicate easily. That's pretty much the must for the doorbell. And there's also a sensor or something at the bottom. I'm not sure why is that. We're gonna find out. And there's not much in the back, so you can just pretty much install it on your door. That's all we have in the box. Let's go ahead and install it, and we can put it to the test. Okay, so the doorbell is installed, and installation was super easy. You just peel off the adhesive tape and you just attach it wherever you want. You also have the option to use these screws just to hold it secure on the door. I didn't use these screws, but it makes sense to use them because that makes it more secure. So if somebody wants to steal it, they couldn't be able to do it as easy. But if you just use the adhesive tape, that might be super easy for somebody just to take it off the door, and there's your data and footage gonna be gone. And also you have an option to use these wires to hardwire the doorbell, so you don't have to charge it constantly from time to time when the battery runs out. So you can just plug it into your outlet, and that would be it. It will be fully functional 24/7. All right, let's go ahead and install the app, and we're gonna test it to see the quality during the, I don't know, day and night vision, all of the features. Okay, so the app is installed. It's called BOTSLAB. We're gonna add the device. So the base station is plugged into the outlet and it's blinking green right now, waiting for installation. Oh, I need to scan the QR code on the device. All right, so the base is plugged in. I'm gonna give it all the permission they need. Now it's searching for the device. Okay, don't do my mistake. You need to pair it before you install it on the door. So there's some stuff you need on the device.
Welcome to BOTSLAB Video Doorbell.
Okay. All right, we found the doorbell. Now we're gonna configure the network. That's when you connect it to your router, to your Wi-Fi. All right, now it's getting connected. I'm gonna put it back on the door.
Wi-Fi connected.
That's super loud. We need to be able to lower the volume somehow. And we can give it the device name. I'm just gonna go with the default. We can test the network. I'm good with that. Just make sure the doorbell is fully charged before you install it. And okay, it's just giving you the installation tips as well, and I already did it. Okay, so it just gives you the two-way option. We already talked about it. You have the option to hardwire it or just use the built-in battery. I'm using the built-in battery right now. So at this point we have a motion sensor detection. So how far you want it to detect. There's not much in front of my apartment, so I'm just good with 1 feet because I don't want to get too many notifications if it's something happening too far or anything. It's on 10 feet right now. I'm just gonna go with 10 feet, the default. And we also have the option to change the sensitivity. So it's on medium right now. And we have the low, so fewer events, less power consumption. So if you go higher, it's gonna be detecting more stuff and it's gonna turn on more frequently. So that's gonna use more power. So medium would be fine for me for now. And tap to experience VR effect. Yeah, so for some reason they advertise VR on this doorbell. I don't know what's that about. We have an option to try it. So let's see, how's that gonna work? Device is offline. I think we are experiencing some connectivity issues right now because the device got disconnected for some reason. Or maybe it just updated and got turned off and it's restarting. Maybe it's restarting, I'm not sure. So the device is on and it's not able to find it. I'm not sure what's the issue here. The device is updating, that's the issue. So I'm just gonna let it upgrade and I'm gonna come back later. All right, the doorbell is updated and we can see a preview in the app. So I'm just gonna click and it's gonna show me, wow, look at that view. It's just super wide. They were not kidding about the 180 degree. Oh, and someone was just passing by and I could hear it using the app. So maybe we can mute it, or how's that gonna happen? Yeah, so the speaker is turned on. I can also mute it, so we're not gonna be able to hear what's going on outside. And we can unmute it, so we can hear what's going on without people or stuff notice that we are listening. All right, I'm just gonna mute it for now. So in the app, we can see the battery percentage. It's at 59% right now. And we get the internet speed of the package coming in to the router. And we can also change the video quality. We are at, so we have 3 options. We have the Fluent, we have HD, and we also have the Ultra HD. So based on the video quality, it's gonna be a little bit slower transmission, but we want to get the maximum quality out of this camera, and for the purpose of this video I'm gonna go with Ultra HD. We have an option to go full screen, and we also have a view correction. How's that? Okay, oh damn, that's literally 180 degrees. You can you can see everything. So if somebody leaves a package in front of your door, you can just open the camera and see if the package is there or not. This is a really good option. I never had a doorbell or any security camera that has this wide view angle, but the quality is not good. I'm not really a fan of the quality. Quality is like, they say 5 megapixel. I guess that's 5 megapixel. They're not lying about it, but it's not enough in my opinion. It should be a little bit higher quality, especially with this wide range view. Anyway, but that's a good option. So how do I get out? Oh, now we can go to the VR mode. So we have multiple options. We have the whole view. We have the VR mode. So this is the VR mode that we can look around and see what's going on and actually adjust it. And this one is the horizontal correction. So it just crops in and gives you a horizontal view. I don't want that. And we also have the vertical view. Vertical view is the best option in my opinion, because that's pretty much covers from head to toe of the whole view. That's the best one. And also the VR was good as well. So that's for the view. And at the bottom we have the live, and we also have a cloud recording. So if you have a cloud, I'm assuming it will be recorded, but we didn't sign up or anything. Is it included? I'm not sure. And we also have a local storage. So anytime it records a motion or detects anything, it's gonna record it on the built-in SD card that this device has. So far we don't have much, we don't have anything. I'm gonna go back to live view, and in the live view we can actually record a video, and it's right now recording. So I'm gonna see afterwards the video quality. From what I'm seeing, the video quality is not gonna be good, but I guess it's just for like security reasons, not just capturing a high quality video for social media, for the purpose of like just the security, that's it. And I'm gonna stop the recording. Let's go ahead and check the video quality. Oh, so when you record the video, it actually records the whole thing in like 360 degree. Damn. And it also includes the audio. That's a good one. And if I zoom in, you can actually see the quality is not good. I'm not really satisfied with the quality, but the view is actually pretty crazy. Okay, and you also have an option to take pictures. So it's just recorded 360 screenshot. You can check it as well. Again, quality would be the same. And next one, we have a call option. So if you press that, you are able to talk to the person in front of the doorbell. So we need to give it permission. Hello? Hello? Let me just quickly check if the audio quality is good or bad, okay? Okay, so, I mean, the two-way audio works fine. You can pretty much communicate with the person in front of the doorbell. The thing is, I mean, it sounds like a cheap speaker on the doorbell, but it's fine. I mean, you can really understand what's been said, and you're not gonna be having an issue understanding. But from my testing, that's like a cheap sounding speaker. That's the whole thing. We have 3 dots here. We have more options. Oh, okay. So we have an alarm mode as well. So let's say somebody steals a package, or I don't know, there's an animal in front of your door. You just wanna, oh, what's happening? There's a glitch in real time while I'm reviewing this video. Not a good image for BOTSLAB. What is happening? Literally, the camera is glitching. That's crazy. Yeah, the camera is glitching for some reason. And it failed to load. We definitely have some connectivity issues with this camera. Okay, the camera is completely disconnected. I mean, the camera is turned on and I could ring the bell, but it's disconnected from the network. And the base is not even 2 feet away. Imagine if you actually have a bigger house and the base is like far from the camera. What's gonna happen in that situation? Very disappointing. Just like installed it for 2 seconds and we are experiencing these issues. So it says if the device is still offline, try unplugging and replugging the home base. Imagine you are traveling and you are relying on this camera for some reason, and they ask you to turn on and off the device, but you're not home. Okay, so I just plugged in the device again. I guess we are connected, but I mean, that's crazy, to be honest with you. It's just not 2 seconds and we have connection issues. Never had this kind of problems with any of my reviews, and very disappointing, because this device is supposed to be like for security reason, then they has to be reliable. No, we definitely not dealing with a good device. I cannot really continue this review because we have like major issues with this device. On the other side, the quality wasn't that great. So even if you like pay $500 for this device, even though it's like $100 right now, that would be a waste of money. I think it's because I used the Ultra HD function, and this device is not really suitable to deliver high quality image. Even though the Ultra HD is not even ultra anything, but anyway, so we are connected again. Yeah, we have like other functions, alarm. Let me try the alarm. Okay, alarm is not bad. I mean, it could scare away an animal or a thief or something. And we also have the reply. Okay, so it has an option to actually reply using the speaker, so you don't have to talk to the person in front of the doorbell. Yeah, it says that. Honestly, after what happened with the connection issues, and it's not just once, it happened like 3 times already, even before installing, I cannot really recommend this doorbell. It might have like great features or anything, but the connection issue gonna be like horrible for anyone. On the other hand, actually, so I suggest not buying this doorbell. I actually recommend you to buy the Eufy security door lock. That's the one I use most of the time. I think I have a video on that. I'm just gonna tag it here or down in the description. That one actually has a camera that shows whatever is in front of the door. If you have like a package, somebody wants to talk to you, and on top of that it has a fingerprint, so you can lock or unlock the door, and the quality is amazing. Everything is about that device is great. Instead of buying this, if you want to get a doorbell, get that video doorbell. I'm going to tag it down in the description. That would be a lot better option for your money. That's around 150 bucks. I'm not sure. Check the description for the Eufy video doorbell. I'm going to tag that in the description. So this product was a fail, unfortunately, and I can't recommend it to you because my promise in this channel is the 100% honest reviews, and I value your money and your time. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and you can make better decisions for your money. Please subscribe. I don't have any sponsors and I just make these videos for you. Let me know what you think about this product in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video.